Welcome to White Coat Black Sheep, where science gets curious and dogma gets uncomfortable. I am Dr. Civelli, and today we're talking physiology, evidence, and real world medicine, plus the questions you probably should ask but are not asking. If you care about health and think there's a better way, welcome to our show. So today we have Jinal from Adventist Health, nurse practitioner.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited because I'm
really
excited about the things we're going to talk about.
I am too.
Yeah.
There's just so much that I know off camera we've just chatted about, and I've loved it. Not like
Yeah.
liked it, I loved it.
Right.
I feel like I can really go to a higher level and like just such a depth of
Mhm.
functional medicine and so you know what it is, you practice it, you offer
Right.
primary care and which I love.
Right.
I
And
like the
it's
plus.
the new age of medicine, right?
Yes.
The conference that we recently went to, Functional Medicine, it was talking about how 20 years ago medicine was completely different than medicine is now.
Yeah,
And
it is.
instead of just treating illnesses, we want to be a step ahead and prevent them too.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is like we thought we were already doing that.
Right, with the screenings and
I'm gonna bring
everything,
you just
right?
slightly closer
Oh, sure.
so you guys can hear everything she's saying.
It's my first time doing a podcast, so.
So you're kind of like almost kissing the mic, which sounds
Alrighty.
weird. Yeah,
No.
that's
Oh,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, now you sound
Yeah.
really good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so the conference was in Vegas
Mhm.
and I started going to those probably, oh my gosh, it's 2026. So since 2022.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And this was my first one.
Oh my gosh.
And
You're already at expert level.
but I learned so much and I already
I love
feel
this.
like, okay, if one conference gives me this much information, imagine
Exactly.
like in 5 years how much I'll know.
That's how I feel. I
Yeah.
feel obsessed. I feel inspired every single time. I've done their peptides and their
Mhm.
certification, which is a journey in itself.
Right.
It's
Because
a
no
whole
one
thing.
teaches you about peptides in school, like med school, nursing school.
No.
No.
This is where you get to like really become the expert by teaching
Mhm.
yourself.
Right.
And that's okay because we're taught how to teach ourselves at a
Yeah.
certain point.
And that's what medicine is, right?
Yeah.
You're in the profession because you know it's evolving, growing every day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So you're coming today from the clinic. You're at Adventist Health, which
Yeah.
are future sponsors of White Coat Black Sheep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm at the Chester location. I'm a family nurse practitioner, but I practice in an internal medicine clinic.
Okay.
So I get to see, patients with many chronic illnesses, multiple comorbidities, cancers, and stuff like that. So we're trying to manage their health where we're kind of, okay, when the patient comes in, we're like, okay, you went to go see this specialist. What did they talk about?
Mm-hmm.
What did this specialist talk about? And we're trying to like intertwine all of that together. So I've learned so much in the past. I've been with Adventist for almost 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. And I love working there. It's mainly the people.
Mm-hmm.
The people are so supportive and so nice.
Huge.
And it's like,
Huge.
right, it makes a difference because I've worked in a toxic environment and now
Same.
I work in a non-toxic environment. Like the non-toxic world, right? Everyone's obsessed with non-toxic stuff right now.
I love it.
But it's amazing.
Culture. Okay, so work
Right.
culture.
Work culture, yeah. You come into work.
It's a thing.
You're,
Good job, guys. Good job. We're proud of you for preserving a good culture.
yeah, and you come to work happy to treat patients, happy to be around your coworkers. And when you're happy, you're going to do your job 10 times better.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that is what patients are dying and crying for.
Right.
They are just so dissatisfied most places, most of the time, because
Right.
the business model is volume based.
It is. All these private practices, well, not all, but I want to say most of them, right? They work you like a dog.
Mhm.
You're in and out of the room. Like you're seeing maybe 30, 40 patients a day.
Mhm.
So you have maybe 5 minutes in the room. And then the patient's not getting
Yeah.
the care they deserve.
And the
right?
stories that you have in between. I was just talking to
Right.
Tim
And
about
I'm like,
that.
when am I going to do my notes, right? Like,
Or order any of the things.
right.
Or talk to all the specialists that I
Right.
just told you I'm going to talk to for you.
Or educate them on lifestyle and diet. Like, when will I have time to do that? But now I get to. I love it.
Really?
I have the time. I have the patient population that is eager to know about that.
Mhm.
And yes, I'm treating their, chronic illnesses. Like
Mhm.
they've some of them are so
They're
ill.
sick.
They're, you know, there's not at this point they've passed the stage where it's diseases are curable, and now we just want to preserve the life that they do have.
Oh, that's an interesting point.
Yeah.
So what you're describing, there is a point of no return. The point of
Right.
no return, and it's sad.
It's sad.
It's a reality.
Yeah.
And, there's different unique things out there for some people that can intervene. It's some areas, like say
Mhm.
in Europe or other countries, they're doing things a little bit
Right.
uniquely.
Uniquely, yeah.
But even with all of what the world can offer, there is a point of no return.
Right. And you're born with your genetics.
Hmm.
Some people have genetic conditions. That, yes, will not be irreversible, right?
Hmm.
But things like hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, a lot of these things are irreversible.
Yeah.
Or sorry, reversible.
Yeah.
And
To a
but to
degree.
a degree. But
Yeah.
then when you end up to the point where you're in your 60s, 70s, have had multiple heart attacks, stents put in, this put in, then there comes a time when you're just trying to preserve their life
Yeah.
and their longevity, because they don't want to just live and add years to their life. They want to live a happy, fruitful life, right?
So that's
So,
vitality.
vitality, yeah.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with
And
vitality. And that word is not commonplace. I
no,
wish it were.
yeah.
But just like you're describing, we're really good at like keeping a carcass alive. We can
Hmm.
keep you alive longer, but you're miserable.
Right. And that's not, my patients tell me, like, no, I want to live. What's the point of living a life that you're not going to enjoy, that you're not going to flourish in, right?
Yeah.
But hey, sometimes we can preserve their lifespan,
Yeah.
and to a degree, it's better than they would have gone anywhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Do you feel like maybe the culture that was preserved or created where you
Hmm.
currently work, do you think it comes from the top or do you think it was just like choosing the right people in that one space or it's just the system
I
structure?
think it's a system structure for Adventists. Providers have their own say in the types of things they want to do.
So you feel
You
like
have
supported.
more autonomy.
Okay.
Right. You're not listening to just one boss telling you what to do. And
Mhm.
if you don't do it their way, they're going to not like you or torture you to the point where you mentally break and want to quit.
That's a thing for sure.
And hey, we've all been there, and I'm
Yeah.
so happy we're not there anymore.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
love that for
Yeah,
us.
I love that for us
And
too.
no, right now, I get to set my own schedule. I get to set my time blocks of, hey, I want to see these kinds of patients at this time and what makes my day flow better,
Wow.
right? And sometimes I have patients I'm spending 40 minutes in a room with them.
Wow, that's unheard of.
Right.
And they're supportive.
They're supportive of that, because that that's when you know that we're addressing all aspects of their life, right?
Mhm.
Not just the medicine aspect. Because when you address the medicine aspect, that's one thing. They go home and maybe their work life or their personal life, there's some things going on that no matter what you did for them for the treatment,
Mhm.
it's not going to work in a holistic manner.
Jeez, you guys, you
So,
can't get this experience that you're describing. You can't get
right.
this in regular medicine at a primary or in any
No, and then obviously there's patients where,
regular office.
they want simple things. Like they need a medication refill or they just need an annual or blood work. And so it's like a give and take, right? And the patients know that
Yeah.
when they come in for the appointment that, hey, I'm here for this. And sometimes I have to tell the patients that, hey, we've discussed all these things, but I want to do further for you. So
Yeah.
please schedule a follow up appointment.
Okay.
And they're more than willing to do that.
So just communicating.
Yeah, communicating.
Imagine it.
And your the staff you work with.
Yeah.
Like I love the staff I work with.
Oh,
It's
I
like
love this.
yeah, and like we're
That's hard
always
to
laughing
say.
and joking, and they're there. Everybody makes mistakes here and there,
I
but
love
no one
this.
is like little mistakes here and there. That's life,
Have
right?
you've worked other places and you
Mhm.
did not feel this
Right. You
this
felt like, "Oh,
joy.
you made one mistake. Oh my gosh, someone's gonna behind closed doors yell at you.
Like you're getting weird talks.
Right,
Call
right.
it called into the office.
Call into the office, come to my office, close the
Oh my
door, and start yelling at
gosh.
you when you're crying in that seat, and there's just 5 people bashing at you. That's not a work environment that anyone wants to be in.
No, and my favorite is like you would think that like, okay, we're grown adults, we are
Right.
professionals. Like,
I
why would
know.
this even bother me? Like, why?
Right?
I'm a strong person. Why would this even get to me? I've also cried. And let me
Right.
tell you, I won't cry again at work.
No, 100% not. I'm not gonna put myself if I ever so, there's in every profession, right? You have a first job,
Yes.
and that you're, like, scared to leave because 'cause you're like,
You're
"Oh my,"
scared.
you're
You're
scared.
under contract.
Yeah, and all that,
It feels
but
very serious.
right. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the only person hurting is you, right?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get anxiety, you're gonna start getting high blood pressure, you're gonna
Uh-huh.
not sleep well,
Yeah.
and we're trying to treat others, but in turn, we're, not treating
Dying.
ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I never want to go
and
back
that's
to
what
that.
Adventist, I think, really promotes. They
Mhm.
promote that work-life culture
Yeah.
where they want you to be happy in your personal life, and
Right.
they will help you through that too. Like, when there's time off, or hey, I have a doctor's appointment, or I have a nail appointment. Hey, I need to block 1 hour from my schedule. Hey,
That's them investing into you being
right,
well.
right.
I totally love
And the
that.
doctors I work with, the nurse practitioners, the PAs, and the staff, like, not one person's job is less than another,
Wow.
right?
Do you think the spirituality has anything to do with it? Because it is a
Mm-hmm. Faith
spiritual base.
based,
Yeah,
right?
faith-based.
And I think what they promote is there's there's a higher being, right?
Mhm.
That when everything else is going wrong, it's the faith that carries you through.
That's
And
huge. That gives me chills.
whether you believe in a specific religion
Yeah.
or another religion, at the end of the day, we're all in this world, we're all
Mhm.
equals,
Yeah.
no matter our culture, no
Here
matter
with
our religion.
purpose.
Yeah, and it's with purpose. It's
Mhm.
faith-based, but it's not about, oh, you have to be a Christian, worshiping like Jesus and all that. No, it's any faith.
Yeah.
They're faith-based in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in something bigger than
Something
you
higher power.
that is healing, that is
Yeah.
wholesome, that is
Whether it be the people around you,
yeah.
your environment,
Mhm.
there is a higher being that miracles happen, right? We
Mhm.
see it day and night,
Yeah.
and it's because of the community we have.
I absolutely love
Yeah.
that. Well, okay, so that's definitely a huge part of healing and wholesomeness and being a human, which I
Yeah.
used to think I was a machine. I'm not.
No.
I wanted to be, but I have to sleep, I have to drink water
Right.
and eat food and the
Sometimes
right
we're
food.
having like 100 things going on in our minds at once, but you know what?
So
Yeah,
annoying.
and then you need to take that time for yourself and
Yeah.
just relax your mind because that's what recovery is.
Yeah.
Even when we work out, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be working out every single day of the week. You need recovery days
Yes.
to grow. And in
Yep.
life, it's like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the recent conference, I know you had a few like favorite sections and
Yeah.
favorite speakers.
Right.
Where do you want to start with that? Because there's
So
just so many. I
there's
loved
so
it.
many. And we could talk about it for a lot many hours,
Yeah.
right? There was one that really stood out to me, and that was cycle syncing.
Oh,
There was a
interesting.
presentation. So, one of the female presenters, she's done her own research and gone through cycle syncing with menstrual cycle syncing,
Hmm.
right? So, women, as soon as you start your menstrual cycle to when you're even done your menstrual cycle, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause,
Mm-hmm.
it's in your luteal phase, in your ovulatory phase, your follicular
Mm-hmm.
phase, and all that. The types of day to day that you do, so intermittent fasting, the types of workouts, the, no one tells us that because all these previous studies have been done on men's health
Yes.
where they're not going through ups and downs, right? And they've done studies on like the women's Olympic teams where more injuries occurred when the women were in their luteal phase, which is the 2 weeks right before menstruation.
Mhm.
More ligament, tendon injuries, and all that.
You would think it'd
That's
be, like, opposite to that
right,
because your estrogen surge like,
right.
it's like a slow climb and then it surges.
hmm
So maybe
So in luteal, right before, it's when you want to take it more easy. Maybe don't do the 16-hour intermittent fasting.
mhm.
Your body needs the fuel,
Yeah, the
right? You
protein.
need the rest. So,
Yeah.
yes, work out, but maybe something like yoga, Pilates, a walk, a
Mhm.
jog, not like high intensity hit workouts at that time.
Yes.
Eating the right things, more magnesium, more omega 3s.
Yes.
Um, that
You're
help,
exactly right.
right. So it was a
To
presentation
support
where,
your
yeah,
cycle so that you see the right rise, the fall, the
right. And many women don't know that. I
yeah.
didn't know that before, right?
Yeah.
We treat every day is the same, but our bodies are definitely not telling us that. Every day
Yeah.
is different
Yeah.
for us. Um,
Do
so
you
that
use
was
a
just one.
wearable device?
I use an Aura ring. I
Okay.
have one.
Yeah.
I just got one actually. It's 2 months ago. So I've been
Okay.
tracking my sleep and
Yeah.
my body temperature and the
Yeah, the temperature is what I was gonna
heart rate
ask you.
variability and all that.
How's your HRV?
Well, it's supposed to be below 10 usually, right? When you sleep, the lower, the better.
I think the higher the better.
Okay. But not the heart rate, but the HRV.
The heart rate variability, it's my
Mhm.
understanding, if it's a low score, then
Uh-huh.
you're not handling your stress.
Got it.
So,
Yeah.
like, I think the highest you can make is like around a 88, I
Okay.
want to say. So, the higher the score, the
Uh-huh.
better. So, it's like your ability to handle stress. It's the
Right.
time, I believe, like between heartbeats.
Mm.
And if it's shorter, you're more stressed, your heart rate is
Right.
like more
And
active.
it tells me the times I'm stressed throughout the
And
day.
it's right.
And it's very like up and down right now. And I'm like, I need to, like when you're
Regulate.
stimulating your vagus nerve,
Yeah.
that's part one. You can do
Yeah.
it without any devices or anything like that by just humming, listening to music. So,
Interesting.
you know what I've started doing on
What?
my drive to work in the morning?
Let's hear it.
Because I get really, I guess I'm always trying to get somewhere on time. So I'm like stressed, right? Without knowing that I'm stressed. And I've realized that
Yeah.
when I'm driving, my the stress that my ring shows is higher. So I started like just humming.
Is there a certain pitch or like place in your voice? You know, in yoga practice,
Right,
they
there's
do.
ohm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
The
I
om.
the ohm, right. And that's, takes me back to like my Indian roots, right? We're learned to
How?
do
What do you
this.
mean?
So ohm is a very it's a it comes from within. It's known to like come that sound is to come from your soul.
Wow.
So just like we can do it right now, like the vibrations stimulate your vagus nerve
Wow.
and helps reduce cortisol spikes and just stress levels.
Oh my gosh. You know, so I've been to a lot of different trainings over the years, including
Mhm.
A4M
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
also different regenerative treatment
Mhm.
courses, and they do speak a lot about sound therapy.
Right.
I
Yeah.
want to learn more about it because the hertz, the
The
pitch and tone
frequency. Yeah.
and the hertz that
Mhm.
the ohm
Mhm.
specifically resonates with your body, which is made of
Yeah.
water.
Right.
So you're making your water molecules oscillate at a certain
Mhm. And like those
frequency.
sound baths,
Yes.
the lingering on
Yes, so
sound,
that
right?
hurts, and
Mhm.
on the different pitches that you hear, as you probably already know, like, some are healing, some are
Right.
calming.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Some they're meant to do different things
Mhm.
according to what we know to be true, but it's
Mhm.
ancient practice. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's ancient. It's been there for centuries,
yeah,
right? And now that's why Western medicine and Eastern medicine, it's an integration of both.
they need to get married
Yeah,
and have offspring.
basically. Like another thing from
Yeah.
you know, medicine from that side of the world is turmeric, right?
Okay,
Like
so tell me what you know about
anti
turmeric because I've learned just so
Mhm.
much that I feel like I don't take it
Mhm.
because number one, it's on my list from my microbiome not to
Okay,
take.
okay.
But I think I would be a good candidate for it if I fix a few other things.
Right. And that's what the new medicine is. learning what is right for you and what isn't. Because everyone's
It's
different.
powerful.
Everyone's DNA is different.
We are,
One supplement might work for somebody, and for another, it's not going to work.
right?
Just like that for turmeric, right? We know
Mhm.
it has antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties.
Yeah.
Um, it it was a thing like growing up, right? I was born in India, and then I grew up in Canada from
Mhm.
ages 6 onwards. So my parents, when I got sick as a child, I would get milk with some turmeric, and it would it would
Wow.
it would just help with, feeling better, and
Yeah.
that recovery process, it would speed it up.
Let me
Um,
see what my so I did this gut health
gut health,
test
yeah.
and it said something about turmeric for me, not for all people, but
Mhm.
for me.
Yeah. And that's the thing
Let's
with many
see.
ingredients, right? Not just turmeric. It's you need to know what's right for you, what's going to be the most
Yes.
beneficial for your own body and your genetics.
And it seems
Yeah.
like so kind of like far out there or almost hippie-esque, but this is like where
Mhm.
we are different. Like we have, our genetic makeup,
Is different.
it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And our environments, we're going to react differently, even like
Mhm.
side by side or siblings side by side.
Right. And imagine 50 years ago, the amount of the air, the water, the foods our parents ate
Yes,
versus what we're eating. It's a complete 180.
dramatically different.
Like things are getting injected with chlorine and sodium, and there's this pesticide and arsenic and this, and
Yes.
we don't even know most of the time what's in our food.
And you know what else is crazy? I think
Yeah.
about like, okay, everyone has okay, I say everybody, but most of people, they go through different phases
Yeah.
through like your kid stage,
Yeah.
your like awkward stage where like your teeth are,
Yeah.
maybe your braces phase,
Yeah,
chubby
puberty and all
stage,
that.
and then you shoot up,
Yeah.
you get skinnier. So, but like some people have like they're more robust
Yeah.
the majority of their
Right.
earlier years, and
Right.
then they're thinner.
Yeah.
There's just
It's genetic makeup. It's their DNA.
okay, well, which is better?
Mhm.
To be large most of your life
Mhm.
and then skinny in the last few years because,
Mhm.
we hear about, oh, they're so thin, they have no reserve.
Right.
Or is it more efficient that you are not eating much because your body is channeling all of the energy not
Mhm.
into digesting food, but into fighting disease,
That's a very good point. When your body is fighting off disease which you may know of or which you may not know of,
right?
you're when a patient comes in and they've lost 20 pounds in the last 2 months, we get concerned. We're trying to rule out for cancers,
Right.
autoimmune, a lot of
Yes.
things, right?
Yeah.
Because they might not realize they might not have loss of appetite,
Right.
but they're losing weight and there's a cause for that.
Yes.
So I don't believe there's a right and wrong to that, where whether you're in your earlier stages of your life, if
Like
you're
all or
skinnier
none. Like
or
it's that
that.
linear.
Right. But what I can tell, because a lot of patients I see are above the age of 60,
Mhm.
so I treat a lot of osteoporosis, right? And when, for some reason, as they're getting skinnier, like old ladies, right? Not, I don't want to say old, but above 60, right? Like, I'm like,
We
hey,
don't use that
yeah,
language.
there's no sense of old because your heart's going to be young forever if you want it to be, right?
Yeah.
But, when they're getting to that age where we want to do screenings with a DEXA scan and
Mhm.
see, it really comes down to their muscle mass, their bone mass, right?
Yes.
And if they're not eating the amounts of calories they need to be eating to maintain that muscle mass, that bone mass,
Right.
because we know as we age, we're losing muscle, bone.
Well,
We're
I'm
losing
I'm
it all.
working so hard to
Right.
not lose it.
Right. And you cannot lose it.
Right.
But, what we've been taught in the last 5, 10 years is completely different from what our parents or grandparents were taught 50 years ago.
Yes.
So we have a step ahead that we're already doing this in our 20s, 30s, 40s
Yes.
versus maybe for them, yes, it's great that they start doing this in their 60s or their 70s,
Yeah.
and it will help because at the end of the day, loss of bone, loss of muscle
Yeah.
is going to be linked to fractures, osteoporosis,
Shorter
cognitive
life.
decline.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And we know that a hip fracture is one of the leading causes of physical decline
Yes.
in older women especially.
Yes.
So,
And it's almost like estrogen would be
right, and hormones have a big part in that too.
that's a whole
Ugh,
thing. I
don't
love
you
it
wish?
so
I know.
much.
I'm like, can't we just have the same like genes as like men do and like not go through hormonal decline and all
Hey,
that?
they go through their
They
own
do.
things
They
though.
do. They
They still
do.
have like myriads.
They go through their testosterone decline for sure.
Mhm.
But that also can be preserved.
It can.
It can with the proper diet,
Mhm.
gut biosis,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Vitamin D.
I couldn't find the turmeric situation, but
Uh-huh.
I know we were talking about oh wait, maybe I just found it. Nope, I'm gonna quit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna quit. It was under one of these categories on Viome. Maybe okay, I'll try one more category.
Oh, Viome, yeah.
Yeah, I really like it. Oh, here it is actually. This is
Mhm.
under the category of your inflammation igniter.
Okay.
And it says these blockers, and it gives me the different foods that are on this list for me.
Yes, yes.
These blockers may contribute to gut irritation and
Mm.
inflammation by
Mhm.
promoting activities that disrupt gut balance. Limiting these foods can help reduce discomfort and support a calmer, healthier digestive system. So, this is true for me.
Right.
But for the majority, turmeric is a very well documented
It is.
option.
But I'm sure for you, you can find some other supplement that's going to be working the way turmeric does, where it's
Oh, yeah.
anti-inflammatory,
It
right?
gives me a ton
So
of great
it's
options.
really getting those DNA tests done,
It
those
makes
gut
a
microbiome tests
difference.
done.
Yeah.
And the one thing I think I've just started to realize this is insurance companies, right?
Mhm.
Big pharma, all that. Um, when a patient ends up in the hospital, how much are they paying? Mil- Thousands, millions, right?
Yeah.
Versus, hey, if we had prevented that illness 5, 10 years ago by doing a simple DNA gut dysbiosis test, spending $500, $1,000 on it,
It's more than that. I actually run
right?
them. Yeah, and I'll tell you,
And,
but it's still worth it.
but it's still
It's
worth it,
under
right?
5,000.
Okay, yeah. But still,
It's like 3 to 5,000.
so hopefully, I mean, we can all dream this in 5, 10 years. Maybe these tests will be covered by insurance.
I think there should at least
Be
be some of them.
there
Like
should be some sort of coverage, right?
yeah, like the MTHFR, the
Mm-hmm.
mother gene, like
Right.
it's that is critical for every single
Right.
reaction
And
of your
not
body.
just like, oh, okay. I think we've moved to genetic cancer screening
Mhm. A
very,
little bit.
very well.
We've dipped a toe in it.
Right.
We check for like a
Right.
few
Right. And why can't we now dip our feet into the gut microbiome
because
testings
it's
and all that?
expensive.
I know. But hey, in 5, 10 years, maybe what we're realizing, maybe they will realize.
Yeah.
It's a long stretch, but
Well, I mean, the reality is
right.
like insurance is built to cover the majority for common things.
Right.
But the rest of it, if you want to optimize, if you want to live longer than what they're like statistically expecting you to
Mm,
live, then you just need to work to
right.
pay out of pocket for that.
Right.
And I don't love that. I think the more that people are demanding it, the more that's going to drive
Mhm.
price down because there's going to be more
That's so
options,
true. More
right?
companies,
More options,
more
but
options. But I feel like that's so much going into preventable,
yes.
fixing the diseases at their root cause,
Yes. That
and
needs to happen.
and making some of these diseases reversible.
That would be incredible.
Right.
And okay, so when it comes to reversible, so let's talk metabolic.
Right.
So when it comes
Mhm.
to our glucose and
Right.
insulin, I
Insulin.
talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
It's just so not even talked about enough.
It's not.
I want to get a GCM, a
Yeah.
glucose control monitor. I want to
Right.
see how does my body react
Mhm.
to different foods because that's all that matters.
Right.
On average, we know how people, how their glucose will react,
Mhm.
but how does it specifically for you?
Specifically. So I've actually done it for 2 weeks.
Ooh,
I've
what'd you
tried it.
find?
And what I found was
Were you surprised?
I was
Wow.
because I didn't know my glucose spike after a meal would be as high as I thought it would be.
How high
I
was
don't
it?
have diabetes. I don't have, at least I don't
Not
think I have,
yet.
not yet, right? But so baseline obviously 80s, 90s, right?
Okay.
And then after a meal, it was maybe not the highest protein meal, but also not the highest carb meal. Like a salad, right? It still has carbs, but black beans. So I'm most of the time I'm a vegetarian. Here and there I'll have like eggs, dairy and stuff, but vegetarian, vegan is primarily my diet. And I'm trying to get in protein more, but
Like
from
lentils?
yeah,
Yeah.
lentils,
Uh-huh.
black beans, chickpeas, all that, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's protein, but it's also carb, right?
Mhm.
So the glucose spike goes to maybe 160,
Okay.
right? After a heavy meal.
Mhm.
Not like junk food or takeout,
Mhm.
but still I was like, okay, surprise. I was like, if my spike is 160 after an average meal, what would it be if I'm eating out like pizza and
Acai.
yeah,
I love acai.
I know. I'm like, okay, well, things to consider, but there is this there's this person that I've been following for a year to 2 years now. Her name is Glucose Goddess. She's not that's not her name, obviously, her name's probably an actual name, but she goes by Glucose Goddess,
Yeah.
and she talks about, hey, doing when you're eating a snack, right? If let's say you're eating some bananas or some blueberries for a
Mhm.
snack, pair them up with a healthy fat or a protein so your glucose spike won't be as much.
Hmm.
When you're eating, at a restaurant, right?
So that would slow your gut, your gastric emptying in a
Mhm.
sense, just like a GLP would.
It's like a blanket to cover the carb,
Interesting.
cover the sugar
Okay.
with a healthy fat or a healthy protein.
Mhm.
So maybe have some blueberries with some Greek yogurt, right?
Mhm.
Have the banana with some peanut butter.
Mhm.
Um, Also, when you're going out for restaurants, maybe avoid. I think the one thing that we're doing wrong, I mean, we're doing a lot of things wrong with the American food industry. There's a lot of things that are wrong, right? But I actually tell this to my patients when you go out, have the chips and salsa, breadsticks and butter at the end of the meal,
Oh my
not in the beginning
gosh.
of the meal.
Chips is like it's
Right.
become my new
So
problem.
it's
I
always
never
been a
had a
problem
chip.
for me.
I've never had a chip problem.
I've always
Never.
had a chip problem.
This is newer. Honestly, I blame California because
Yeah.
it's just so
It's right.
delicious. Their sauce is too
So
fresh.
I tell them, I want you to change when you see me back in a month. I want you to change one thing. Have the same meals you're having because obviously when you tell them to make so many changes, they're more likely not to, right? So I tell them one thing at a time like, "Okay, let's make a change
Yeah,
for this month. No matter what meal you have
right.
your veggies first, then have your healthy fats and proteins, and then end with a carb or a starch. So potatoes and
That's
fruit
a good
or pasta
that's
or
good
pizza
order
or
of
whatever, right?"
operations. Yep.
So when like we see this a lot of in like Asian cuisine, you're eating the seaweed salad, the edamame first. That's what's offered to you.
Yeah.
There's a reason
Is
for
seaweed
that.
not good for you?
I mean, I haven't heard that, but hey, there's studies been I think it's what type of seaweed, right?
Okay,
Because
that makes sense. Just
there's
like beans.
right, if it's sprayed with like glyphosates and pesticides and stuff like that,
Yeah,
you want to
which it
know
probably
the
is.
source it's coming from.
Yeah,
Yes, if you buy organic,
interesting. Yeah, treated in some form. It's no longer just seaweed. It's like
right.
now like a chip.
So Asian cultures, when you're get when to go to an Asian restaurant, they're giving you the veggies, the seaweed salad, the edamame first, and that
Is the
helps
soup good?
decrease.
The soup is good for you.
Right, but it decreases your glucose spike, right?
Right.
Instead of having at an Italian restaurant or like at a Mexican restaurant, the chips and salsa
So
first. So
good.
have it, just have it last.
Yes.
If you change that, you'll see your A1C come down.
Mhm. So
It's a little change like that.
I definitely I feel reward when I have those foods.
Right.
I get dopamine from them. I feel
Mhm.
drawn to them. So to
Yeah.
me, that is already a gut issue that I
Mhm.
am actively working on. And that is like the type of bacteria that are thriving
Mhm.
are giving me that signal.
Yeah.
And
Different
then
types of bacteria are giving
yes,
different types of signal.
it's really awful. So,
Yeah.
but because I know the issue, I know how to fix it.
Right.
So
It's
that's
knowing
the
the
good
issue.
news.
How are you going to
Yeah,
fix the issue in the first place if you never even know about it?
you
And
have to know.
99% of the population does not know about it.
Exactly.
Right. So that's a new age medicine that we're talking about. It's way beyond just prescriptions and lab orders and imaging orders.
I just don't believe it.
It's
It's just not enough. That has fallen short to me.
yeah. And I want, like, this should be a part of the curriculum in all medical professional schools.
You know, there's just so much they throw at you. Would it even stick?
Right.
I don't know
And
if it
like
would
you're scrolling on
stick.
social media and this person tells you take this supplement and then take this supplement and do this red light and do that. And you're just bombarded with all these stimuluses.
Yeah,
And so actually knowing your DNA,
yeah,
you will know what works for you and what doesn't so that
yeah.
you could weed out all this extra noise.
So I really value
Mhm.
the opportunity to check the DNA
Yeah.
when patients do allow me to.
Right.
So if they have that, the financial means to do it, it just
Right.
makes their treatment so much more
More.
focused and
They learn so
successful.
much from it too.
Yes.
And they know, okay, I have autonomy. I will do this and I will
Hmm.
learn from it and I will make the changes
Yes.
because it's then not somebody else telling them what to do, a physician or a provider.
Right.
It's their DNA that's telling them that.
This is
And
you.
I'm like, hey, so I mean, I definitely need that DNA test. I'm definitely, hopefully, going to get one soon.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I
I
know.
have the one that I love,
Right. And
DNA
the gut
Intellect.
microbiome test,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
Both of
Viome,
those.
and I do that like every 3
Biome.
months.
Yeah,
And they give you
it's
a
great.
treatment for your actual profile
Mm-hmm.
of issues. But anyway, so I know you mentioned
Mm-hmm.
beta glucuronidase. What were you hoping to mention, like to
So
go over with
I've
that?
learned that recently in one of the longevity presentations that I was attending. And everyone talks about, okay, how, especially with the new rules that have come out with hormonal replacement therapy, right?
Hmm.
Where,
Like the reversal of the statement that it causes cancer.
right,
Yeah,
no, it does not.
that little thing.
Like, okay. And
Oops.
we knew this way before it did come out
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah.
But we just want people to believe it, and they're not going to believe it until it's
The medical
FDA,
board
the
needs to
medical.
endorse it, so it's not like Valerie's opinion or Gino's opinion.
Right, and now it
I
it
think.
is the medical board is saying this. FDA regulations have changed,
Yeah,
and it's great for some people, but
yeah.
not for everybody.
Which ones is it not good for?
So,
What are you thinking?
when you have this marker beta glucuronidase, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Like the gene.
the gene, and you have plentiful of it. So
Mhm.
it's the enzyme. The gene creates an enzyme basically,
Mhm.
and some people have a normal amount of that enzyme, but
Mhm.
some people have a high amount of that enzyme.
Mhm.
That creates dysbiosis in your gut,
Okay.
and you cannot excrete out. Your liver is not able to detoxify and excrete out the toxins as much as when you have a level that's normal. So things like estrogen,
Mhm.
right? Um, when you're giving your body estrogen, it is good up to the point until there's an excess amount,
Mhm.
because we know an excess amount causes many other issues, including cancers.
Yes.
So if you have this gene that's creating this high enzyme level,
Mhm.
then you need something like a binder
Mhm.
to detoxify that or
I love it.
decrease the amount of the enzyme in your body.
Yes.
Then sure, you can do. But if let's say a person comes in, has symptoms, postmenopausal symptoms, we start them on hormonal replacement therapy, right?
Yeah.
And we're thinking, okay, we're doing the right thing.
Mhm.
But what if they have this gene that is causing their beta glucuronidase enzyme level to be high? And we're putting estrogen in their body and they're not able to excrete it out properly.
My response to that is this is the reason why we check levels.
Right.
If I'm giving somebody
Mm-hmm.
some like
You need to
estrogen,
check it that it's
whether,
low,
right?
right?
If it's 80/20, 50/50,
Mhm.
if
And their
it's,
level, yeah, and that's perfect.
yeah,
And most
we would see it
providers
spike.
should do that. But we do know that not everybody does. Now, things like even like peptides like GLP-1s,
Yeah,
you can get them without a medical prescriber. You
yeah,
can get them online. There's many
yeah,
websites that do that.
yeah.
Are they checking their levels of things? Are they No, they're not.
So I think for that respect,
Mhm.
The safety profile is pretty good.
Right.
But for estrogens, I like what you said about binders. I
Right.
like,
Fiber is a binder. Soluble, there's a
yes,
specific inulin
yes,
is one of the
or eat apples. That's my new
yeah.
favorite.
Hey, you keep the doctor away. Eat an apple. We're going back to what our parents used to say. You know how crazy is
They
that? It's like a
actually had it
cycle.
figured
They
out.
had to figure it out. But you know what? They didn't need all these peptides and all these supplements because they were breathing clean air, drinking fresh water, having fresh organic produce.
Don't you think there's a little bit of suffering that they just also did in silence?
Right. Yeah, mental health is one of them too,
Yeah.
right? I
Like
mean,
my dad is
yeah.
he's 90. I can't even believe it.
Wow.
He was in Nam. He's a veteran of war.
Oh my
He had
gosh.
Agent Orange exposure.
Wow. And he's living to be in his 90s. That's,
Yeah. But
hey,
his bones are very soft.
right. And that's what you were doing to prevent you from getting to that
Yeah.
stage where, you know, we don't want these things that
Right.
make us feel older.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so binders, you said fiber. I love that.
Yeah.
I typically will also do N-acetylcysteine,
Right.
NAC,
Right. NAD,
glutathione.
glutathione, all these things
Yeah.
that work
Milk
great.
thistle.
But we need to be educated ourselves so we can
Yes.
guide our patients
And look
to
for
do
it.
and look for it, right?
Yes.
And I'm just stepping into this world right now. I don't even know
You're like
everything.
diving in. You're doing
Right, but I don't
amazing.
even know everything, right? Like some of the
Nobody
things
does.
no, because we're not taught that. And I think that's what's so exciting about it is I know that in my career, I'm not just going to be doing internal medicine, focusing on
It's
a
your launch
disease and
pad.
treating it. I want to do that, but I also want to incorporate the
Integrated.
integrated medicine,
Totally.
functional
Me
medicine.
too. Me
Yeah,
too.
because that's
It
that's
feels
what
inadequate
I
to
mean,
not.
that's what I would do for myself,
Yeah.
my parents,
Yeah.
my
Same.
patients, right?
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if you think about, okay, people get cancer. Why do people get cancer?
Right.
Well, we all have cancer cells circulating in our
Right.
blood.
It's
Why is
the
there?
gene activation
Yes.
of mutations
So,
and all
and
that.
it's your poor system not
Immune
able to
system,
fight
your
against it.
gut microbiome,
Everything.
EMF,
Yeah. There's nothing
water that's
regulating.
not reverse osmosed.
Yeah.
There's so many
There's
things.
so much.
Pollution in the air.
Yeah.
So was life 50, 70, 60 years ago is totally different from what life is now.
Yeah.
So I think we're doing a pretty good job as keeping up with what's going on.
Right.
But at the same time, the food industry, the health industry maybe are lacking in so many aspects.
Totally. I want to go take it back to the farm, to the
Right.
table, and
Right.
like
And
grow your own food.
right. And
We have to just
blue
start
zones,
over.
right? Blue zones group
Yes.
where the specific population in Japan was it or Japan?
Yeah.
Where they're living to be hundreds.
I definitely know Malta where my family's from.
Right. Right. And why? Not because just the food was fresh. Yes,
Yeah.
the food is fresh, but the connections,
That's
the
true.
people,
That's
the
true.
environment,
Yes.
right? Getting good sleep,
Sense of community.
community.
Yeah.
That's also there. It's not just food and
Who
exercise,
knew?
it's community.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people say like laughter is the best medicine? Well, it is.
So the best
Hugging
medicine.
somebody that
Yeah.
you love creates those happy hormones
Yeah.
that fights all these toxins away.
Or calling your best friend.
Right. Like people are known to live longer when
Yeah.
they have good social connections.
Yeah.
And I think we're fortunate to be living in a community like Bakersfield and to work with staff that we can live longer with at the end
I
of the
love
day.
that.
Yeah.
So really
Love that.
quick, I just want to just mention a few things since you did bring it up for
Mhm.
the gut bacteria with that genetic expression that makes you not unable to get the treatment for estrogen, but
Mhm.
it's just something to look for and
Right, to look for.
be
Because you
aware
may
of.
benefit from it, but
Yes.
if your DNA sequencing and gut microbiome is telling you otherwise,
Yes.
that's why that is the first step, right?
I
Before we
agree.
treat.
So if you have that gene, then you're going to carry higher levels of E. coli, Clostridium, and
Right.
Bacteroides. It does create the dysbiosis, microbiome imbalance.
Mm-hmm.
Hormone issues are predominant, especially for
Right.
PMS, fibroids,
Fibroids.
endometriosis, hormonal acne. You are estrogen dominant. You
Mm-hmm.
have an increased cancer risk. This we'll see what I'm going to read into what
Right.
type of estrogen is
Because there's
higher.
so many different types.
There's different
And
types of
that's what it is.
estrogen.
It's like, okay, we know this,
Yeah.
but let's dive deeper and get to the root, like the bottom of it, you know?
Yes. It has to be
Right.
checked,
It has to be
and we can do that. Simple
evidence-based
blood.
practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then symptoms would be bloating, hormonal swings, breast tenderness,
Mm-hmm.
heavy cycles, acne around the jawline, which could also be just from touching. Like if you're like me, like,
Huh. All this bacteria in our hands.
I
We
put
just
it
put them
right
in
here on my face.
And then we're like, why am I having a breakout? No, duh.
Oh my gosh. And fatigue.
No.
So, and then you're at
Yeah.
commonly causes of elevated levels would be low fiber diet, constipation, gut dysbiosis,
Mm-hmm.
high alcohol intake, which also increases your estrogen. You can have your hormones titrated with high alcohol, and
Mm-hmm.
then antibiotic history, low diversity of microbiome. So,
Right.
very, very good. I'm glad that you brought that up.
Yeah.
I would not think to check it, but I do check labs after I treat.
Right.
So
Which is
it would
great.
have
Yeah.
shown a spike
Of
in one of the
course.
estrogens.
Of course. And I mean, that's what we're trying to focus on is, doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Because with the field getting more and more saturated
Yeah.
and us not having the proper education through schooling, we
Right.
have to find the good sources to actually, because right now AI and everything, how do you know what to believe, right?
You know what? It's just not there yet. The
No,
prompts matter.
they
So
do.
intelligent prompts, intelligent answers.
Right.
Poor, like low level
Yeah.
prompts, low quality answer. I'm sorry, I said it.
And
There's a space for
yeah,
us still to exist,
for
and
sure.
we need more people like us.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe we can end on this is no matter how many supplements you take, no matter how many peptides you take, because there's great ones out there.
Yep.
There's great medication out there. There's
Mhm.
great things. But if you don't have the basics,
Mhm.
if you don't have a good diet, if you
Yep.
don't have a good physical activity routine,
Yeah.
if you don't have good community around you, if you don't
Right.
have good sleep,
Yes.
if you're not controlling your cortisol spikes, then at the end of the day, all this other stuff is not going to fix you. You need the basics,
So good.
and then let's focus on all these things to make it even better. It's like the sprinkle
Yes.
on top, right?
Yes.
You gotta have a cake. You gotta have the foundation.
Not just the whipped cream.
Not just whipped cream. Oh, the champagne. That just reminds me of champagne cake, and now I want champagne cake.
Well, that
The
sounds
reason it's so good is
like it's
because
your
it has
microbiome.
sprinkles. It has whipped. Wow, we just talked about cake. But yeah,
Well, thank you so much again for
course.
joining. It won't be the last. Always,
No.
always a pleasure.
This just felt like it went by so fast because we're just like talking.
We're in
Like
the orb.
we would talk like this at a dinner table together
This is
too,
our
which we
actual-
did.
This is what we actually look like.
Yeah.
This is our normal. We actually
Yeah.
even go probably another level deep.
Yeah. And hey,
We're on good behavior slightly right now. But all right,
But
thank you so much.
too much
Until-
more learning with you for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Until next time, guys.
Bye.
Take care.